clicked it. Okay, great. There we go. It corrected itself.
Sweet, merciful heavens.
Yeah, OBS like froze for a second. For a second, I thought it was like a full crash, but apparently it's fine.
Hey, there he is.
Yay.
Boo.
And who do we just lose?
Not me.
Oh, 20.
Well,
Okay.
well, I was going to say with the current track record, probably Boog. The OBS crashed. It gets it started, and then friggin' Discord crashes.
Dogs are gonna start barking at each other.
I have no idea what's got them triggered. There's nothing going on over here.
That's why they're bored.
Yay, the stream has started! We must celebrate!
Well, they can be bored in their boxes if they keep it up.
Ollie, I just poured water all over myself. Thank you for the hydrate.
Bravo. Bravo.
Fantastic. When last we left you guys, you had gotten out of a sticky situation. You beat the bad guy.
Why am I all
Redheaded
sticky
stepchild.
and naked?
And then we solved the puzzle the wrong way and we're rewarded for it.
You still solved the puzzle. It doesn't matter if you took the mighty thing and cleaved your way through the dungeon breaking.
Ram's in a sticky situation right now. Sticky and wet.
Just out of curiosity, what would have been the right way?
Either to have someone that was a spellcaster stay in there so that others could leave, or to use something that was unbreakable to keep it from slamming shut and then attempt to remove the unbreakable item.
So yeah, the unbreakable one was the only option because leaving people behind is not a good idea in a cave where we should have just left. We should have just left Amari in there.
No.
Nah, I wouldn't do that to Amari. Oops,
You're not abandoning my apprentice.
I'm glad you didn't hear me hollering at the dog and my dad.
It's okay, I can hear my cat yelling at Holly in the background.
Yes.
No, I would stay behind, but I'm not a spellcaster.
I would have stayed behind too. In fact, that was my plan.
Yeah, same here.
I hear wow.
Yeah.
Like I said, apparently the cat disapproves of your plan.
Yeah. My plan was to have everybody jump out, and was to open the door, have everybody meet back up so we could discuss things. But, yeah.
We bum rushed it.
Waiting.
We bum rushed it and almost killed Murgorg.
It's like, hey, it's like something happened to Halifax's brain thoughts. Oh, wait. Okay, ignore that. Ignore it. He didn't have a good thought. We'll just ignore it. Like, come on.
I had brain thoughts.
Also, Murgorg's armor got fucked up, too, so...
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
it did.
Can you imagine what the shit we're gonna get when we bring that home to Broker?
Either he's going to be
What
pissed
did y'all
at us,
do to this thing?
he's either going to be furious that he has to do that work, or he's going to be excited to have a fun project to do.
Oh, but he's
I think he'll be
gonna tell us
impressed
about
with
it
the
first.
challenge.
Yeah, he's gonna bitch us out first.
He's a dwarf. Bitching comes first.
Like, he's gonna be happy
Right.
about it. He's gonna be happy about it, but he's gonna bitch us out regardless.
And, Jarl just be in the background quietly shaking his head.
All right. Well, last we left you guys, you were in the forest, outside of the little pool, thanking your lucky stars that Murgorg still has his...
Everything.
No, he didn't have his backpack.
He doesn't
He
have
lost
his
his monkeys.
He
didn't have his
losing
munchies.
arms, legs, or toes.
No, but he also says that that's where his money was too.
Uh-oh.
I was okay. Murgork probably had a lot of money. Fuck.
I distract him by reminding him he still has little David.
I do has little David.
Does little David still have his money at least?
I put it all together so it would be safer that way.
Well, I've got more money than I need at the moment. I can give you some to help you get back on your.
Oh, he had money. I've been paying him out of food.
I just looked at how much money he had and went, okay. Damn.
Don't tell me. Did he have over 1,000 gold?
Yeah, he did.
Fuck! That is so much money. That's enough money to buy a house.
All right, Gwen, let us
buy a
know.
house?
I mean, how much money do you have?
Fuck. Let me see. I don't
You
even
remember
remember.
that you remember? Did you put the money onto your character sheet from your 4th tier?
Oh shit! I didn't. Let me see.
Okay.
Did not like have a bank.
All right, Gwen, open it back up. Let's go.
I can't open it up from this side. We have to go back around to the front and break in
Why can't you open it from this side?
because there's not a magic circle connecting the door.
There's
We can
probably
hire
ways
a
to get
few
in.
people to mine into the other place.
Yeah, remember you got another 1,000 gold crowns.
Yeah, I'm
For
sitting
being
on
4th tier.
almost 1,300 gold myself.
I had 25 something.
You
Yeah.
and me, Cricket.
I'm not keeping my money on me. What were? Okay, are banks reputable in this kind of world?
So basically we just created the equivalent of the One Piece in the Warhammer universe.
Oh my God! Stop with your fucking One Piece.
He
I
can't.
don't know, Dave. Boo. Are there banks in 40K and in Warhammer?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure there are. Yeah, there's got to be.
I mean, it's not like you get interest, but you've got a vault that holds
Well,
on
they
to
would
things.
still actually provide interest because, again, banks are going to be banks and they're going to invest your money in other things. It doesn't work quite the same, but it's similar.
Hi, we are from the local bank. If we would like to invest into you, Boo, we just dropped a bunch of money. Oh, you son of a bitch! The bank waits for you guys to put all the money in. They come up. They invest into your company. All right, but yeah, you guys are all standing out there. Murgork is with others' help. You know, strapping, lying to things to reconnect, strapping ropes to things so he could put it back up on them. By the way, I would like to point out, did I move the map to you guys, for you guys?
Yeah, I think
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to shift. Boom. So that spot right there, I tried looking that up to find out what that is because it's a tomb. You know, that might be something of interest. There's nothing about that at all.
That sounds about right. Let me look. Let me try to go to my like weird sources.
And I was like, wow, that's interesting. Maybe the guys would, or maybe all of them would want to go and check this out because it's a tomb. No. Right. So yeah, it takes you all a bit to get everything re-strapped back onto Murgork. And most of the time he is having a conversation with little David.
Murgork, I need you to move your arm. Murgork, I need you to move your arm. Murgork, for fuck's sake. Little David says you need to move your arm.
Like a bird? Oh, okay. I flaps me arms.
Now stay like that. Stop right there.
All right. My armor pinches in certain places, and when I moves, it pinches even more.
Good.
Okay. It didn't do that before.
Well, you'll have to tell Broker about it.
We're
Is he
going to
gonna be
get a
mad
beautiful
at
from
me?
him. No, he won't be mad at you.
I
He
think
may-
he'd be more mad at me.
He might be
Okay.
angry in general, but I don't think he'll be directly angry at you, Murgork.
I think Sproker's always mad. That's what I was told. It's a dwarf thing. They're always mad.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Then why do you like dwarves?
Oh my fucking god.
That's why he likes dwarves.
He's been a bad boy.
Oh, I shouldn't even engage with this.
I don't understand. Okay, never mind. All right, you guys start heading back to Altdorf. By nightfall, you will, you can see a decent-sized campfire in the distance, and hear singing that only a couple of y'all will actually understand. The rest of you are used to listening to either Altrath or Linwith speaking back and forth in this. It definitely sounds like Elven.
It definitely speaks like Elven. Okay.
It definitely speaks like Elven. It's the new Nirvana album. Speaks like Elven.
Oh, listen, I hear twigs, twigs, acorn, acorn. With a little smirk towards Linwith.
You forgot the chipmunk. But I didn't know it.
Wearing headphones, I apologize.
I didn't know that you understood that language. I don't know what they're saying. But it's twigs, twigs, acorn, acorn. I understand that now. Thank you.
Oh my.
I look back over at Linwith and just start cracking up.
If that's how he speaks to other wood elves that we come in contact with, it's your problem. I will not take responsibility for that.
Out of curiosity, how upset would they be?
It depends on the group, but the ones that are near us would not like it. Like
that was directed towards Linwood.
oh.
Depends on the people. Most of them probably would not find it humorous. There are a few who would.
Except, would they take him being an ogre as a mitigating factor?
Some would.
I just smile at you two and go, well, here's hoping that we only find the ones with a sense of humor.
Oh, because we've had such good luck with that in the past.
All right. You guys continue on. It's like I said, it's starting to get dark. You've got the campfires ahead of you.
Let the elves go first. Okay, well, can you recognize anything Alterath? Linwith?
Oh, hold on.
Especially after we insulted them.
That looks like the group that y'all passed the first time coming in.
Oh, hey.
Oh boy. Oh, Urgark doesn't say the thing.
Is Dave unable to speak?
No, you guys seem to be carrying on the conversation just fine.
Okay.
Except that we were talking to you directly.
Oh, you actually want me to speak? Okay. As we approach, he'll look over and say, basically hail the camp.
They will stop the singing and look in y'all's direction. The one that did most of the talking last time will nod, and then as you guys get into the firelight, all of their eyes are going to get really wide, looking at Murkork.
It's like we have returned from our previous adventures.
What did you fight, and what did you send him against?
He got in a fight with a cliff wall, with a cave wall, and won.
We found a trap.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 20. My package apparently did arrive. Trolley just told me.
In other words, Trolley just took the package.
Yes.
Make sure that nobody sat on it, elbow dropped it, or etc.
It was included. Oh, hi, Trolley. My dad did drop it, though. Does your dad just ruin everything he touches?
He drops his phone all the time.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't ruin Trolley.
You sure about that?
On that note, go ahead, Dave. Continue.
Sorry.
Once the group gets settled back into camp, he will regale them with the story of our latest endeavors.
It will take a couple of people to help Murkork get out of his armor.
Not surprising.
As some of the buckles are bent, like one of the shoulder pieces is kind of bent into the breastplate. It's once you get out of it, it's not something that you're going to put back onto him in the morning.
I was going to say, at least not without extensive repairs.
Yep. And his shirt is cut up in several places. He did a severe number to that to that armor, pushing through that spot.
I look at him, then look at me, and I'm just like flabbergasted at the fact that he got me out of there with relatively no harm.
Well, give me a storytelling roll there, Dave.
Difficult.
What do you say, Holly?
How is Murkork? Is he scraped up at all?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like. Let me see. Let me look at the man's toughness. It doesn't look like it's done any permanent damage to him. He's going to have a bunch of like small scars on him, but the man's got a toughness of 8. So yeah,
Plus, if I remember right, we were. If I remember right, weren't we patching him up at the end of last session too?
You do remember correctly.
Yes, you were. I will say average. That's the next one up for the midpoint, correct? Yeah. what all are you going to include in this story? I mean, what are
He
you
will
leaving out?
Well, he's going to start with the beginning of the Sojourn, where they were actually in the Elven camp, and the provisions and assistance they provided, as well as the cautionary tale of what lay ahead. Once they get to the caverns, he will explain how they went down inside, how they encountered the first group of skeletons and dispatched them, how they moved on and found one who had been touched by chaos, and after a long and difficult struggle were able to defeat him, only to find themselves trapped within the confines of the prison that held the being in check. With work and effort and ingenuity, they managed to find a way to open the portal out, but realized that they would have to leave behind someone to do so. In a last desperate bid to save his friends, Murgork the Mighty grabbed hold of the spellcaster Gwendolyn and pulled her through, and pushed her through to safety, and barely managed to get himself out in one piece.
One Piece.
God damn it! God damn it!
Not that kind of One Piece, you obsessed fop.
Okay, moving on.
Although, in all fairness, if you're going to obsess about something, One Piece is a pretty good thing to obsess over.
Exactly.
Hey, Gwyn.
Yeah.
So, who's this Murgork the Mighty that saved you? I didn't see anybody else there.
I think he's talking about you, my friend.
You mean that's my name and I ain't noticed?
You're far too humble to notice, my friend. Far too humble.
Who called me the
Yes,
Mighty?
humble. We'll go with that.
Hey, the guy just saved my life. I'm trying to be nice.
Thick as bread.
No one ever told me my name was Murgork the Mighty.
It's a nickname.
Who's Nick?
There are dwarf stars that are not as dense as he is sometimes.
I'm not sure who Nick is, but apparently he gives a lot of people names other than their real names.
I thought he was about to say he has a real good head, but never mind.
What? That's
Only
that's
on
good.
Bugman's.
They will sit and listen. Looking at all of y'all quite surprised.
Whoa,
One
you
of them-
guys are actually competent.
One of them seems to have somewhat or some idea of what a demon host is, and is the group is quite surprised that you guys beat it.
The luck and duct tape.
We cremated it. Almost just said we creamed it.
I mean,
Need an adult. His last words.
And well, what are you? What are all of you going to do after this?
We're going to Disneyland. Sorry.
I can't speak for the rest of them, but I'm going to go home and take a bath.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds
That's
good to me.
We're gonna go feed
I'm gonna go
Murgork.
home and have sex with my man.
We all returning to Altdorf after we finish here.
Thank you for summing it up. We're going back. I'm gonna get laid. It's like I want to floss.
Is that a new sex move?
How
Sure.
how do you just go back to well, a normal life after that?
Practice.
Apparently, it's going to be extended story time tonight.
I wouldn't say we go back to a normal life. We just go back and rest until the next adventure awaits us.
Next shit
Or the
show.
next catastrophe.
Potato, tomato.
He will share stories from their earliest days on if any are willing to listen.
What about that time we got attacked in the stadium?
It's actually starting with that because that actually our first adventure was in the inn, but that really wasn't that spectacular.
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, we don't.
we don't talk about our murder for hire days.
Yes, the inn was kind of a shit show, wasn't it?
Yes.
Like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we? Yeah, let's do that. No.
We'll start with our time. We'll start with our time working for the Graven.
You hired us? Well, that's pretty impressive credentials.
He is. Altrath has become quite the entertainer, being able to weave his words together. He is almost well. Some of you have heard bards or storytellers in different inns, and he's does a great job, better than some. But these young wood elves are just like enraptured in what he is saying, and so is Murgork.
Thank you for that. He just jumped over the laptop while meow.
Run by meowing. Okay.
Color commentary. Wow.
I currently has dead pupper plopped in my lap.
Let me guess, Finn.
Yes, Finnegan.
Jealous.
Once in a while, he'll look up at me like, quiet, trying to sleep. He's like, I have to sleep now so I can wake you up at 5:30 in the morning.
Or sooner.
No,
Yeah,
he doesn't
they will-
normally do sooner.
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
At least
they
he's
will
not a
listen.
kid.
But he will share stories with them from basically the early days with the Graven up till our initial meeting with them.
They are curious as to and this question makes you realize that these guys have never lived in the Wood Elven lands. Is they're asking about the difference between you and Linwith. She's a girl.
I was gonna do the same damn thing.
Master
I
Hydra,
was thinking
he's
say it.
he's a man.
So
Men's have,
apparently,
men's have the dangly bits.
so apparently, Astera and Murgork share the same brain cell, like an orange cat.
It's my turn with the brain cell.
Well, he will inform them of the fact that she followed the teachings of the Ghost Striders, where he follows the teachings of Loic and became a ward and followed the path of the War Dancer.
Is that why she has a bow and you do not?
Among other reasons, but primarily yes.
Shit, I might be able to find better music. Sorry.
Because I prefer to come to blows with my opponents at close range, whereas she is better dealing with them from a distance.
One of the quiet ones kind of leans forward. It's like, so what do you do as a war dancer?
Dances, obviously.
It says we follow the teachings of Loic, we impart our wisdom upon others, and share what we can of our people. It says we use our abilities to defend our forlorn or the lands of the law-abiding wherever we go. He says, with these compatriots of mine, I have made it my endeavor to protect Altdorf and the other cities of the Empire.
But why? I mean, most of the people here don't like us.
He says, it's not because people like or dislike, you do it because it's what's right. The forces of chaos encroach upon the lands of the civilized all the time. They have to be stopped. I mean, you've heard me speak of what happened to our brothers who fell to grandfather Nergal. He says, it was not my choice. It was not my initial desire to have to face them, but they had to be stopped. They could not be allowed to spread grandfather's teachings to others. His gifts are too hazardous and too dangerous to be left unchecked.
Does that mean that you'll be heading to the Chaos Waste? Amara and Linwith both kind of look up.
What? So does Ostara.
If that is Loic's wishes for me, then yes, eventually I will find my way there. He says, but the way things are now, I believe there is plenty to keep us busy near Altdorf and the areas surrounding it. He says, but make no mistake, if that is what Loic wishes, then that is where I will find myself eventually.
Who can teach us? I'll be honest with you. You're the first war dancer that we've seen.
He says, you wish to learn the ways of Loic.
I was like, I don't. I don't want to jump around with a sword. That's just silly.
He says, really?
Yes. I'd rather shoot them from a distance, and by the time they get up to me, they're pretty much dead anyways.
Smart kid.
He says, then perhaps you should speak with Linwith.
Or Halifax. But yes.
Or Halifax, yes. For one who is not gifted with the abilities of the elves, he is more than skilled enough to hold his own with and put to shame many of our brothers and sisters.
I can shoot somebody from a distance.
They don't mean with gunpowder, Mercork.
Oh. I've never learned to use a bow.
How big would his bow have to
I was
be?
gonna say, hand that boy a ballista.
I'd be terrified to see you with a bow, my friend.
His
See, the funny
bullet
thing is,
crossbow.
it really wouldn't do more damage. It's just with the higher strength. And it would be, what, damaging? Did we figure that out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Alterath.
Yes.
I thought of a story you could tell him.
No.
What about the wood elf maid and the overzealous human admirer? And what kind of glare does Linwith give me on that one?
Let's see. Give her a willpower roll. It took Lou a minute to figure that one. I went, oh yeah.
Yeah.
She just looks at you, very blank faced.
I give her a big grin.
I am not certain that is my story to tell.
Oh,
He says, lest I happen to become a friendly fire incident.
Jack.
Speaking as the pyromancer of the group, fire is very rarely friendly.
I've never talked to a fire before. Should I start talking to a fire? No. Linwith just looks at him and no, don't start speaking to fires.
It's bad enough he speaks with little David.
But he's
Aw.
cute. Look at him, and he answers back. Yes, I answer back.
Murgor.
He says, any of you that wish to learn the ways of Loic, I would be more than happy to teach you. Those that wish to follow the path of the war dancer are welcome to learn as well. It says, and those of you that would prefer to learn to fight with a bow could probably speak with both Halifax and Linworth, and I'm certain that they would be able to teach you at least something.
Could you teach little David to be a war dancer?
He's not an elf Murgle.
I could make his ears pointy.
He still wouldn't be an elf.
He's a bear. How many bears have you trained to be war dancers?
none, because they're not elves.
He's just like,
Besides, if I were training him, he would not be able to assist you now, would he?
hearing a roll.
Oh boy, what's Linwith got to say?
She was taking a drink, and Murdoch does his little bit with David, and the two of you pipe in, and she spits her drink. Kind of wipes her face. Back to drinking again.
I settle back into my bedroll, prepare to sleep.
Nibbles will come over and flop on top of you.
Oh!
Well, she's dead.
I'll take care of Nibbles in your stead.
Yes, Ultrath will not get a full night's sleep tonight. It won't affect him in the morning, but they're those that are doing their watches will notice that there are several young kids that are talking to Ultrath for quite a while. 4 of them will come over and they will sit and they will talk to Linwith and Halifax. And are kind of jaw dropped when a lot of things that they're asking, Linwith just basically holds a hand out to Halifax.
Gotta have something to do.
Well, let's face it, Halifax ain't exactly a slouch.
No, actually, I think he's better with the bow than she is. So
Yeah.
And there's a lot of wood elves who would, give the left nut to be as good as him.
And also, given his personality compared to hers, I think he would be innately a better teacher.
Don't know about all that.
But I mean,
Literally translated. That's what you're referring to.
Oh no, it's not knocking him. It's just elves aren't normally gonna take advice from a human that readily. But with her there, they could.
Yeah, that's what I meant. As like there's the cultural translation of like
I'm more inferring that his character has a bit more patience.
Elizabeth has a lot of patience. She's put up with y'all for a good while. She hasn't killed. She hasn't killed Ostara.
An excellent point.
You're still working on that.
If anything, they've become friendly over time.
They have.
Yeah, but I dare anybody to tell them that to their faces.
I have, and I survived.
After we have killed you, we will speak of our differences. Wait, what? The next morning is drizzly. And the last bit of trudging into Altdorf is actually that, trudging. The roads have become
boggish.
Kind of boggish, and yeah. Seeing as nothing's paved except for into the city. And by the time you guys get to Altdorf, which I really haven't covered in this game much, is Altdorf is quite foggy on a lot of occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them,
right on the water.
And some of the fog is to the point of being poisonous. Just from the industries and everything there, it's kind of...
And not as bad as Nuln, but pretty bad.
Oh God, no, not nowhere near as bad as Nuln.
Nuln, you could be like you could be like a recluse that lives in your house and still get black lung.
Nuln is like the Warhammer equivalent of Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. So yeah. So I was just thinking that.
Even I didn't send you to Gary, Indiana.
You guys will make it to Altdorf. It's a little slower this day because of the weather. The guards will nod to y'all as you guys come up.
Now I want that bath.
Assuming we have a number of wood elves with us this time as well.
Actually, the entire group of 12 came with y'all.
Spare room?
I hope they've gotten some of the additions done on our house. Excuse me. Idric's house.
Otherwise, we're going to be sitting there spooning with some
Yes,
people
now
going,
you're correct. This is my estate, even though this is everybody's home. I worked very hard for this estate, and to be fair, Ostara, you've also helped get this estate, so.
You all contributed a little bit.
And we're basically business partners at this point. Okay, I have city ambience playing right now, but it's like mostly horse noises. I'm gonna switch off of it. I mean, you hear a lot of horses, but it's like someone ringing a bell and then someone like slapping the ground with a hammer and then horses. It's really distracting. I'm so sorry, everybody.
We don't hear it, so funny, but
yeah. It is funny. Yeah, it takes you all a bit to get home. Even in this weather, there are people out there working on the estate. They've got everything cleared, all the rubble of all the downed homes. The homeless people standing out there looking at y'all's estate. No. Getting close, you could hear the sounds of someone in the forge, or at a forge.
Who's going to break the news to him about Murgork's armor?
1, 2, 3. Not it.
I'll go.
I will assist as well.
Come on, Murgork.
He's going to yell at me.
No, he's gonna yell at me.
Oh, okay.
He might just yell in general.
I don't like it when he yells at me. Ostara, good to see you. So to say.
Sure about that? And I kind of.
Hey, he stopped. He stops. Jar's got tongs on a massive piece of steel, and Broker was just pounding away on it. He stops and tilts his head in y'all's direction. What'd she do wrong?
I bring Murgork farther forward and take one of Broker's hands and put it on the biggest rent in the armor.
The fuck is that from? Dear God. And he, moves his head so he's kind of facing a Jar. Tell me, it's as bad as it feels, right? I'm not sure I should be the one to describe this to you.
Yes, it is.
He reaches past the armor and... Oh, okay, so...
What was that?
My money's on Trolley.
I have a feeling that Trolley just joined and did that.
No.
Oh, no, because I didn't hear him jump in.
That was me.
Wow, that was Murgork did not make that noise, okay?
I don't know how I did it either. That's the problem.
I just
joined.
Okay, I just shot a booger out of my nose on camera.
Wait,
Oh.
your voice channels on your PS5.
Broker reaches up, pats on Murgork. All right, he's the boy still seems to be alive.
We lost his snacks, that was it. We lost his backpack.
What the hell did he face?
A trap.
A closing wall.
He got us out of a trap.
And this is what he did to his armor?
Uh-huh.
Dear God, boy.
You're a dwarf, you know the unyielding nature of stone.
Oi, oi.
I'm not sure what the hell that was just now. A stone. Oh,
That came out a little wrong.
that was hilarious, bro.
I thought it was a SAS-related thing, but still.
Oh, this is going to take time to put together, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Might as well just melt the fucker down and just make new.
Okay. I got rid of the...
What? Okay, so here's my question. Did Altarath's new apprentices follow us to the forge?
No.
Okay.
There's a dwarf over there? No. They're staying a good distance away from the dwarf.
Well, there's one in the house too, so you know.
Yep, they're gonna have to come to terms with it.
Oh yeah. We've got a
Also-
cultural war
Alright.
just waiting.
What all do I have to replace the his?
All I know is they'd better get over it quick before she starts swinging that friggin' frying pan at them.
Right.
All I gotta say is I'm making popcorn. I'm not asking her to make it.
What all of his do I have to replace? I still got me gutlets.
He got his all of his weapons. It's just the
All
backpack
right.
that we lost. So
All right. So
his
he's
money,
up.
his food, his money.
So you're telling me all I have to do is put his armor back together again?
Yeah.
I can do that. All right, big boy. You're gonna be without armor for a few days because it's gonna take me and Jar here a bit to put it together. But whenever I call for you, you come out here so we can measure you. All right? All right.
I've got
Dude.
one other thing.
Oh, for fuck's sake! No.
Did you just tell me no?
No, I said for fuck's sake. Now what?
Oh, Altdorf and Linwood brought home some apprentices.
Okay.
The sound of your voice makes me think that you got more twig dwellers that you brought back with you. Is that true, Ulfreth? You brought more twiggies with you?
12 of them.
Yes, you dirt groveling mongrel, I did.
And yes,
Is it-
I can count that high.
Is there all wee ones? You bring back a bunch of little kids, is that what it is? You want Grandpa Broker to be putting diapers on them, is that what it is?
Hello, Chloe.
They're not quite that tiny.
Oh, that's good.
They are still green, but they are still a bit green and wet behind the ears, but they're still,
Well, they're widows, all of you are green. So, there's that.
yes, but at least we don't smell like a mud pit.
I smell like metal, fire, and a bit of booze.
And mud.
Oh, that's because it's been raining, you daft bastard. You see everything's muddy out there. It's kind of hard not to be covered in mud. Well, not covered, but my feet is covered in mud.
You know what's
But you know what I mean.
Don't you have some rocks that you or something?
On a little bit of Murgorg.
What was that?
What's funny is that your dwarven accent is starting to take on just a tad bit of Murgorg.
I know. It's annoying.
It tends to bleed over a little bit.
Sorry.
Don't you have some rocks to chew or something?
All right.
I had that. I had that for breakfast. Thank you.
So we're coming to help.
Yeah,
out.
Chloe,
Okay,
this is
guys.
percentile dice.
He will look over though and say, in all seriousness, if I might call upon you to speak with them at one point, so they realize that all dwarves aren't bad.
Jar sets the weapon down on the anvil, turns and walks a good distance away, and just starts chuckling. I still hear you do that, you dumb bastard.
Broker, in my travels, I have met many dwarves that I have actually come to terms with and that I consider among my friends. You are one of them.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I done fucked up somewhere then.
Yes, you did. But it shall be your burden to bear quietly from this point forward.
I have to go put that shit in my book of grudges. Alright. You know, the only reason I don't become a slayer because of that shit is I can't fucking see. It's kind of difficult to be a slayer when you can't see shit. You know that, don't you? You just have to put up with me like this then.
Well, after a hard day at the forge, your stench could do it for you.
You're a funny one, you know that. Looks aren't everything, but you're still funny. All right, whenever you need, bring the Twiggy kids by, and I'll talk to them and show them how great I am as a dwarf and how friendly I am to the twig parts.
He says, be a little more friendly than that, if you don't mind.
How about this? I don't set them on fire. How about that? That's that good for you?
I thought
Not
it
to
was I
start.
who liked dwarves being friendly to their twig parts.
That's only the high elves. He says, now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go and explain this to Danzig.
That's gonna be worse than explaining it to Broker.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be staying out here.
Oh god, Murgork rolled an intelligence thing. I'm scared.
Oh, that's a story we forgot to tell. You're gonna have to remember to tell him the Bugger and Bugman story at some point, Master Altdorf. I think they'd find that one funny.
No. I'm not even here to object.
I think they might commit genocide.
Dude, your ears are probably burning wherever you're standing right now. But oh shit, Murgork just remembered again.
A chill runs down Idric's spine.
My Murgork senses are tingling.
Yes, my Murgork sense is tingling.
My Bugman senses are tingling.
Just a whiff of the alcohol just blows across his nose, and he just like shudders, like, oh god, never again.
Never again until the next time.
For those of you who didn't go to the forge and go inside, the door opens, and somewhere deep within the house, a voice screeches at y'all. Wipe your goddamn feet before you come in this fucking house!
Oh, she's in a good mood today.
Yes, didn't she?
I take my boots off outside and leave them there.
Oh, Master Edric, you're home. Sorry, sir. Some folks have been, in and out about this today, and I've had to mop the hall about 3 or 4 times. Well, one of the other ones had to mop the hall about 3 or 4 times, and just had to make sure that the point was gotten across.
Of course.
And she takes this massive cleaver and just kind of puts it behind her back.
Good
to have you home.
Expected massive cleavage. And
To be fair, you're the boss of the house while I'm gone, so I mean, whatever
and don't
works.
you forget it, none. Don't you forget it, none. I mean, yes, sir, of course. Go change, get into warm clothes, and go sit by the fire before you catch a chill. The last thing I need is for you to be dying of a chill now.
Damson, do you have a few moments?
Oh boy.
Adopted some kids.
Oh yeah,
Why?
we adopted 12 wood elves.
I do.
Like
Wait,
there's some people
You-
I'd like to introduce you to.
you don't speak that often to me. What did you do wrong? I know she's not pregnant, because she's been here and we've been talking a bit. What did you do wrong?
Nothing that I'm aware of. And the reason I don't speak to you very often is because most of the time you are far too busy to spend time interacting with me.
I'm sorry, Damson. I lost all your snacks that you gives me.
Oh.
All right, Murdoch. It's fine. We'll get more for you. Don't you be worrying none. How did he lose everything?
Saving Gwen.
Oh, yeah, it's a good thing then. Go get yourself dried up and into some warm clothes. Get before the fire. We don't need you catching a chill. Last thing we need is you to be dying of a
squirt.
cold. All right, old friend. What did you do, and who am I to be meeting?
He says, follow me, I'll show you.
No, you're good. You know, you didn't have to yell out. That's fine. Okay. She will walk out to the entry hall with you.
Says we have new mouths to feed, and he'll motion with a flourish to the new wood elves.
You have to find the most pathetic lot about. Look at them. They're skinnier than skinny. For fuck's sake. Did you just go hunting about in the trees and find some lost wretches? Is that what it is? You're doing this on purpose. You're bringing home the lot that's out there that nobody wants to be feeding. Is that what it is?
He says they seek further knowledge and training, something that I, Halifax, and Linwood shall provide them.
She is pointing the cleaver at you. All right, then. They want to be taken in. No scrawny youths to be feeding and to be training. Enough trouble with these here folks.
There is a small catch, however.
He just kind of points the cleaver back at you.
He says they still believe in the enmity between all races. They have not spent time in the cities and realize that the two can work together.
Do they now? You brought them out to talk to the broker yet?
Not yet. Broker is busy on armor at the moment.
You might want to be waiting before you bring it to talk to the broker. He's in a mood.
He says I've already spoken with him. He says, Damson, and as I told him, there are very few I count amongst my friends. You are one of them. He says, and I will appreciate any assistance you can give with socializing them to other aspects of life around here. Allow them to find out that dwarves are not that bad.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be taking them out to town and showing them folks about the town and trying to get them so they're not running away.
You say socialize like you're trying to get like a feral cat to stop hissing at you. Sorry.
He says, but they will have to learn, he says there will be some culture shock and they will have to learn the ways of Altdorf before they do something regrettable.
All right. The lot of you, like I told the rest of them, get in. Boy, Alfred. Yes, take this group. Take the boys to one, the women's to another. I'm sure at your age you can tell the difference between them. Have them get into clean clothes, get them all dried up, and then we'll see about getting them something warm to drink. Yes, ma'am. Right, chop, get with it. I'll be scuffing about in case you're old.
Is all that around?
Oh, no, she's quite slim, like you are. And she turns and goes heading back into the kitchen, chuckling to herself.
He'll just shake his head and head inward, head towards her quarters.
Linwood just kind of laughs and shakes her head. Oh yeah. Let's socialize them. Bring them back and bring them to meet Broker and Benwith. Benson, yes. They'll never be allowed back in our lands ever again.
Just seeing how they've never been there to begin with.
True.
He says, besides, they need guidance by some of our kind. He says, and if they are to spend any time in Altdorf, they do need to realize that we cannot be exclusionary here. We need to work with others.
Yes, and they'll definitely have to be chaperoned going around. You'll see people trying to take advantage of them.
Until they learn the lay of the land, you are correct.
Yes. All right, well, see you at dinner.
He'll nod to her. And he will head up toward to Alvath's quarters. I suppose Alvath and his at this point.
Yep. And she is sitting there relaxing.
I'll say she probably jumped when hearing yelling.
No, if she spends any time there, she's probably used to it.
Yep. She just kind of she smiles when you come through the door. I see Damson's in a great mood this morning. Or this evening.
As well, considering she now has a dozen new mouths to feed, I can understand why.
Dearest, I'm sure there's a story that goes along with this, isn't there?
This is, I will cut to the chase. This is, at this point, I have established a troupe of war dancers, or rather the beginning of one.
Oh,
Dougie.
Really?
He says we found a group of younger wood elves in need of guidance. He says they have returned to Altdorf with us. They will be receiving guidance from myself, from Halifax, and from Linwood.
Sure as hell not for me.
Actually, there may be a couple with larcenous tendencies that you can assist.
Larcenous.
Well, all right. I take it everyone came back in one piece this time.
Mostly.
Since you were out, since you're out, he's upstairs talking to Alvath.
Okay. Yeah, I stayed out in the board, so I didn't have to get in the way of Damson.
Morgork Morgork had a close call, saving Gwen. But he's alright. His arm was the worst for wear, but he survived.
What did you... Do I want to know what you fought this time?
We encountered a demon host.
I thought you were going to speak to a mercenary captain.
The mercenary captain was the demon host.
That just doesn't happen.
Agreed. There are forces moving in the background that we have yet to see yet. They have not made themselves visible to us. So we have to continue moving forward, and hopefully we shall find a bit of clarity as to what's going on exactly. I fear that we may have drawn the gaze of at least one of, if not more of, the greater powers.
I hope not.
As do I.
Living things I can deal with. Greater powers are not something I can deal with.
Agreed. He says the group worked well together and we were able to stop it.
I am glad. I'm glad you're home.
And he'll smile sincerely at her and say, and I'm glad to be home. Much as I would have never claimed to call a place like Altdorf home some short time before.
We had a visitor while you were gone.
Oh?
I hate calling her this. But I guess, well, I have to. Luke forgot her last name. Hold on. Brisat. Yes, Lady Brisat came by.
So then what did the Lady Katarina want this time?
Someone had left had sent her a note. And she was just following up on things.
He says we'll have to make sure that Idric knows of this so we can go and speak with her shortly afterwards. But first, we need to get settled back in. He says I should probably share this information with Idric. He says I shall return shortly, beloved.
Well, I've already heard Damson screaming about dinner being within about 10 minutes, so I'll come down with you.
He'll smile and offer her his arm.
Actually, why don't you get out of those clothes and get into something dry and clean?
He says, haven't you heard? My kind of barbarians, this is how we dress. He'll say this as he's shucking out of these and getting into dry clothes.
Be warned, husband of mine. I could replace your wardrobe with something from Idric's closet.
Actually, what's your height?
He's like 6'5".
Oh man, we're very close. Our clothes could technically be interchangeable.
He will point at her. He will point at her with a dagger and say, "You wouldn't dare."
You're right. So that's why you're going to change into something clean and dry and less
traveled.
We'll go with that, yes.
He'll smile and quickly get changed into something more presentable.
Less stank in the tank.
Yes.
That's one way to word it.
I've been sitting on that for 5 seconds.
And after he gets cleaned up, he will then offer her his arm and go downstairs with her.
When everybody else comes downstairs, Damson has got Bergort sitting in the dining room in the corner, and she is kind of patting his arm and talking to him. He is very red-faced and looks extremely angry.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Bergort?
It's that the undead thing, the bone man. He walks around here. He took little David. He said he was dirty, and he took him off and drowned him in a tub.
Oh no! I'm dead, man.
Yes, a thing that shuffles around. You know that.
Butler did it.
Don't worry, he's just giving little David a bath.
He held him under water too long. I think he's died.
I doubt that. Didn't you know little David can hold his breath a very long time?
If something happens to little David and all his stuff is messed up, I'm gonna flick that one.
Oh God, a flick from Murgork would definitely kill him.
A dirty look from Murgork would probably kill him with as frail as he looks.
Well, there is that possibility too.
Ultras and Idric and Master Idric and Ustar. Can I speak to the three of you for a moment? You stay there, love, and you eat the cookie, and then we'll have dinner in a bit, and it'll be okay. Little David will be fine. He just needs to dry out, all right? Oh, right. She will shuffle the three of you to the far side of the room. So, your boy here, he says he lost his backpack, right? He says that he lost the things that was in it, and his food, and his money, right?
Yes.
Mouse, you can come out now because I'm here. I'll make sure that they don't beat you. So looking all, Sarah, I've been using the wee mouse here for taking care of a few things. One of them is we've been taking care of Margaret's finances because I love the boy. I really do. He's sweet, but he's dumb as a box of rocks. And the fact is, the matter is, the amount of money that the boy was walking around with was unwise. So I was having Mouse remove money from his backpack and replace it with rocks. So
Guess that's why I didn't ask him for any money.
Oh my god.
by about my couch, I'd say he had about 10 pounds of rocks in his backpack.
Almost as much as he has between his ears.
So all in all, he probably lost 5-10 gold and some shillings.
He had a
Just
bag
raise an
full-
eyebrow and look at Mouse. You've been busy.
She looks at Idric. The rest of it, Master Idric, is in is a nice, neat bag inside your safe. It's got Murgok's name stenciled onto the bag, or sewn onto the bag. So I figured sooner or later I'd let you know, but we haven't had a chance to. So it's just it didn't seem wise to let.
Idric's trying to hold
That-
back laughter.
That actually got a laugh out of Katrina.
It didn't seem wise to be letting him roam about with that much money, especially after we found out how much money he had.
Well,
So yeah,
Oh fuck, that's like the hardest I've ever laughed on stream.
God in the fandom love Murgork.
Oh,
so he hasn't lost as much money as you think, and he thinks that he did. Of course, he just said that all the gold was in there. He didn't know how much was all. So yes. So yeah, he has money, and so if he needs it, that's what it be.
okay.
All right.
We'll make sure we get a new backpack for him, something stronger. And yes, just don't let him be running around with that much money anymore. For God's sake.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fuck. It wasn't that funny. I don't know why I'm still laughing. Oh. That's so great that the mouse was replacing his fucking money with rocks.
So
Mouse is just
them that he noted. You know.
Mouse is just ear to ear grinning at all of y'all.
Oh shit.
well, now we just need a giant backpack for him.
So, and it does good then, Miss Ultra. I mean, Ostera, right? He never counted, so I just kind of moved things on him.
Well, good, because he had enough money to buy an estate out of town if he wanted. So, that's a relief that he didn't actually bring that money with him. Ooh.
1,450 gold crowns.
Whew. Oh,
That's
fuck.
even more gold than I have.
She looks at Mouse. I've counted it a bit, a few. times.
Let me look up something real quick. No, not that.
I haven't taken any of it. I just count it like
I
I
like to play
count
with it
master,
now and then.
like I count Master Idric's money.
We have to make sure every penny is still accounted for, just because of our little friend.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god.
I shine it every once in a while.
I got a fucking headache. We're laughing so fucking hard.
As long as she doesn't Scrooge McDuck it.
It's a good way to break your neck.
I think of any of the fantasy races, I think dwarves are probably the only ones capable of Scrooge McDuck doing a Scrooge McDuck.
Well, I've got the accent, so.
Now that that's all taken care of and you're all cleaned and everything, I'll have dinner out here in just a wee bit. Yep. Sit down, have a warm drink, and unfortunately, the new ones will have to in the other room. You don't have enough room on the table for that. Is that all right, Master Ophir?
Okay, I'm looking up prices for houses in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and these are from first edition. Murgor could buy a really nice house in Altdorf with that money. Like I said,
in a good section of town.
Yeah, in like a nice part of town. Yeah, it would cost 1,500 gold crowns to buy a really nice, like three bedroom house in in Altdorf. Oh shit! Oh god!
You okay there, Boo?
Just man.
You almost killed the streamer. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh god. Like.
All right.
Ooh. Oh, oops!
What, Ollie?
Exited the game on accident.
Way to go, Boo.
All right, we were. Idric was being asked if it's okay that the new 12 stepchildren eat in another room.
Ultrath was asked.
Oh.
Until we can get a compound set up of our own, they are going to need a place to stay. At the very least, they need they need an area where they can set up their tents. At the very least.
All right, I can talk to the captain of the guard. We'll get some place for the setup. It'll be good. Don't you worry about that. I'm not just gonna have them to sleep out in the dirt. She will give you guys a wink and a smile and goes, heading off. Linwith and...
Sorry. Ooh, they get the brace off.
Oh, that was probably me.
What are you doing?
He's messing with his wrist brace.
Yeah.
Linwith and Amara will come in and Linwith will look at you. What is she planning? She had that grin like she's done something.
I believe she is going to attempt to acquire a place for our wayward children to set up.
What?
That just made me jump. That would be
made me fucking jump too.
Hang on, baby. How you feeling, baby?
I
You be able to go work tonight?
The mom voice.
Oh God! I looked over Marcus and asked him how he's doing now. He goes, and I was like, okay.
Really? That well? Good.
But the meds have been doing him some good. So
I sneak off to my room real quick and return with a small sack, and I hand it over to Altdorf. I think this will be well served in helping you set up a compound for your young wards.
Altdorf opens the bag and explodes.
I'm not jokey
Well, we
smart.
didn't know Glenn's last name was Kaczynski.
Damn.
I say I'm not Daffy Duck. That's not going to blow my bill off the back of my head.
Hey,
Pounds.
he helps keep me alive. I'm not gonna blow him up.
Yeah, we've
No,
got
but you were,
so it's fine.
you were going to use the spicy thing on people's food before, though.
Oh yeah, but that was when I was still a mischievous little troublemaker. Now I'm chaos incarnate.
Now you're a large, mischievous troublemaker.
Yep.
It'd be like in Futurama when when Fry tried Bender's like fire soup.
The electric suit.
Yeah, the electric soup. he fucking screams. Ah! He goes, "Oh, that has a good taste."
God, it's as bad as Marcus eating Holly's death spaghetti.
Oh, that's right. It was the soup that Elzar made for him.
Yep. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not even gonna try.
All right.
And
Dinner
in case you're wondering-
is
In case you were wondering, I donated 500 gold.
nice. Dinner is great.
I will
There is
over
a
to, Linwith while we're eating and whisper about the money situation and her little grin.
she just kind of stops eating, looks at you, looks at Damson as she's walking across, like putting things on the table, and just kind of looks back at Murgork with a slight smirk. Interesting. At least someone thought ahead.
With a completely straight face. I'm not in this group to be thinking.
You are correct.
That'll keep me around for thinking.
That much is obvious.
No, they keep you around so that you can blow people up.
I thought that was what.
Well, you can put their eye out at a distance that Gwen can't attempt to reach yet.
I wink at us, Sarah. I thought we just kept you around because you were good eye candy.
I just raise a scarred eyebrow at her.
Where's candy? Where's candy? I want some candy.
You get to deal with it.
I brought this on myself.
I still don't see no candy on the table. I just see dinner.
I reach into my pack that I keep around with, and toss him a little treat that I keep on hand for when I do stupid stuff like this.
Damson will walk over and give his knuckles a crack with her spoon. You don't eat none of this until you after your dinner. You know the rules. You're supposed to eat the dinner first, and then you can have stuff like this.
I'm
Right.
sorry, Tamsin, that's my fault.
I teach you the boy manners, and then you go and do something like that.
Well, you do have to remember, I did spend 2 years alone in the woods.
We're gonna have to do like clicker training on Murgork like he's a dog.
I grew up on the streets. It's no excuse. Reach across the table for something.
Boarded house reach there, girl. What the hell's the matter with you? Points a spoon at you. I'll crack your knuckles next. You know that, don't you?
I start slurping the soup as noisily as possible.
She just stops and looks at you. Just because you're a pyromancer don't mean I won't crack you none.
Oh, I know
Okay.
you will crack me.
Look
That
at
was
Adric.
the
Look at
point.
this. Look at this. You take them out and they come back like this. What your wild wood elves they are. She looks at Altdorf and blows him a kiss and then goes walking back into the kitchen.
I holler back at her. I know that you'll crack my knuckles. I need someone to keep me humble.
I'll be back with my frying pan and I'll whack you about your head.
Don't whack the spells out of her head.
I have those written down.
Oh, good. Smack away.
Mistress Gwen,
Yes.
it was a package that was delivered for you earlier this morning, ma'am.
I look over at Ostera. Can you sniff it to make sure there's no gunpowder?
What am I, a dog?
No, but you have a better nose for these things than I do.
So does Broker. I don't see you asking him.
That's because he's not at the table.
He is just kind of looking at you, package in hand.
I take the package and open it.
There is a extremely elaborate robe within, and 2 keys.
I beam like a kid on Boop. What's the Warhammer equivalent of Christmas?
Or something.
I already forgot. Oh my goodness.
Slaanesh.
Thank you.
No, it's not Slaanesh.
You're right. That'd be more like a teenage boy on Slaanesh.
So that's the so that's just
I
the
think
Davies
I think
covered
it's like Winter's Fest or something like that.
All I know is that it's Grobrandal is the person that gives out presents.
All right, I start beaming like someone who's just like a child that's just had a visit from Gobrindal.
Yeah, look, my eye twitch over here.
Sorry.
How is it pronounced, Holly?
Yes.
I don't know. I have to see it written.
Yeah, it is a very elaborate robe. There is a note in there stating that when you are settled and you have space, they will be transferring several books to you to put together a magic library and a workshop.
Ooh.
I was waiting for like, yeah, we've got some more apprentices. Like what?
I mean, if I remember correctly, I am actually supposed to be taking on a new apprentice too.
It just says apprentice. It doesn't say whether you lose the last one. I mean, she in herself is now a, master pyromancer. So,
Yep.
it does make sense that there is also the letter stating that she will no longer be your apprentice, and that in time that a new apprentice will be delivered to you.
I beam over at her and hand her the letter. Looks like you've grown, my young apprentice. You're now my equal.
That means they could be asking me to go back with them.
If you like, I can put in a request to see if they would allow you to continue journeying with us. If you would like.
If that is all right with the rest of you, I would love that. I have learned quite a bit from being around all of you.
Piss off, Mayfly. No.
I thought she was a high elf.
seriously.
She's a high elf. Not a fucking mayfly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Piss off, Fop.
Think for a moment of, like, oh god, there's gonna be more of them.
No, hey, she's been useful. She's been very useful.
Well, then I'll speak to the college and see what they say. They might benefit them to have someone else around with all of you to help out.
They like what I do, but they do consider me a bit of a loose cannon. They might be happy to know that they have a willing babysitter.
I think
I can't help. I can't help it. It's on the floor. Damn it says I'm not supposed to carry it. What was at the table? I can't help it if it's loose. It's over there. It's not really loose. It's little. You know, little David normally would sit on it and watch it, but
But he's still in the bath.
But he's been drowned.
Oh, Sarah, don't start that again. We finally got him
sorry,
calmed down.
Sorry, that was Holly.
I think they consider all bright wizards loose cannons, as you call it.
That's a good
Loose
point.
lead belchers.
Loose lead belchers.
Well, no, they do have cannons.
Oh yeah, because we remember we
Yeah, we took some.
y'all acquired some.
Spoils of war. Salvage.
I'll show you my loose lead belcher.
Oh.
First
We
you
don't
said
have
we-
time to
We
try to
already
find
showed
that.
it to the dwarves.
Got him.
Altdorf roll on that.
Okay, so elaborate robes. If you wear them, give you a +3 SL to your channeling tests.
Oh, nice.
They are that infused with magic.
I think I'll be adding those to my repertoire. I actually forgot
And
to
they-
add the robes from my last group. I mean, from my last promotion.
And they are, like I said, they are a beautiful mixture of reds, orange, and yellows. Massive flame motifs. They're beautiful things. They're a beautiful robe. There you go, not things.
It's as much a work of art as it is a practical object.
Yeah, it really is. After dinner, there is the ringing of the doorbell and the shuffling of Alfred off to the door.
10 years later, he actually makes it.
That's not fair. He'd be dead in 10 years.
And he will shuffle back. Master Isaac.
Yes.
There are several people that wish to have meeting with you, sir.
Oh, all right.
Dwarves.
But it's dinner.
This is after dinner.
I'll go see what they want. I should probably bring someone with me.
Should I
I'll
bring
tag
them
along.
in
I'll go with
here? Normally I would bring them to the sitting room, sir, but there are elves within.
Oh boy.
I'll go with you.
I'll tag along out of
And
curiosity.
what the hell does Alfred have against elves all of a sudden, huh?
No, there are 12 elves in the sitting
I
room.
know. I'm just trying to be funny.
Do you have a humor skill? Does Altdorf have a humor skill?
No, that's me saying that, not all.
I know. He will start shuffling back to the door. You guys will walk past him.
Damn racist bastard.
And the outer entryway
Hating on
is
the night cheers.
is someone that I know that several of you love to see.
Oh hell.
Lady Katarina is out there, and there are also a few others that Idric and Altrath will recognize from the merchants meeting. These are other merchant princes.
Oh, them again.
Hmm.
The ones that didn't get blown up.
And a noble that the two of you, or that all of you recognize, because you enjoyed a very quick ride back to Carlsberg with him.
Oh, our buddy.
Must say, Master Altrath, your land is in dire need of work.
Hydric, not Altrath.
Idric, excuse me. And he will smile at you. Good to see all of you again.
Yes.
No,
What?
Holly, that is hilarious, but that'd be great for Gwen's new robes.
Okay, where is this posted?
Warhammer General.
That's what Guy Fieri wears to bed.
Oh God.
He gets out of his fucking like normal clothes and he puts this on. He keeps the sunglasses on though.
It gives Gwen a +3 to caster and +2 SL to all fellowship skills.
And the distraction.
That's only if someone pulls the robe tie, then the distraction ability comes in.
Ow.
Idric, Master Idric, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
Is it?
To what am I owed the pleasure?
Business. This is a good time.
Oh sure.
That's funny.
Nope. Did just fucking smack the mic arm. Sorry.
She's who all came with? It was you and
Altrath and Gwen.
and Gwen.
I'm just picturing Ostaro coming down the halls, seeing Katarina, and turning around, just walking away.
Just pulls an Abe Simpson, just picks up the hat, walks back the other way.
You left it. You sent me a note and then left town.
Told you that.
When I returned your letter, there was. She looked past you. That one to receive it, but we won't go into that.
A letter? I never sent a letter.
Yes, you fucking did.
Yes, you did, you moron.
I thought Astara sent it.
No, I suggested it.
Oh yeah.
She suggested it, you sent it.
That was like a month and a half ago. Okay.
You hopelessly clueless twerp.
Yes, you had Ostara, who's just learned to read and write, crayon a letter to a noble.
I had Murgor help me.
Oh God.
I think
Okay,
she
so
spelled it
crayon
wrong.
and feces then.
That's a good point. Yeah, she just barely learned how to read and write.
I think she spelled that wrong.
Information with most people.
Murgor, that's the stamp. That's wax in a stamp. I don't write that. Oh, all right.
I take back the really dumb thing I said, please.
Cool deal.
Oh. Oh, Crypto.
7 months
Thank you for
already.
the sub.
Good God.
I didn't say that to Katarina, but okay. Hey, just in the middle of a conversation. Hey, Crypto, thank you for the sub.
Thanks for the sub.
Katarina would be making you her sub.
Oh yes, the letter.
I hope everything. I hope everything went well.
Yes, sadly we had to take care of business out of town immediately after I sent that letter. It's unforeseen. You know how it is.
Is everything okay? Of course. Is everything all right?
Yes, we came back unscathed.
Excellent. Well, shall we retire to your sitting room?
The sitting room is a little full at the moment. Trying to think, where could we go in the house?
You have an office.
We could retire to my office.
Boog house, boog house.
Back to the
Hey,
house.
Matharis here.
All I see is white. There we go.
Shit, I'm trying to remember which room is my office. This is the bedroom.
Downstairs.
It's downstairs. This itty bitty little room is my office.
Yes. And it's got a window.
And a desk.
Yeah.
Wait, why not the music room?
Yeah, this one's
Yeah,
full
that's
of
a
wood
good idea.
elves. Okay, let's.
This one's full of wood elves.
We could retire to the. I own a piano.
Yeah.
It's like Clue, where they're sitting there. So we can go to the observatory. No.
I fucking know, right?
Which one's not covered in blood?
We can retire to my spare sitting room.
Excellent. Altrath, you might bring that lovely wife of yours over too. She might be interested in what we're about to speak about.
Oh, that sounds ominous.
He will smile politely and nod. He says, "If you'll excuse me, I'll join you. We shall join you shortly." And he will go and get Lady Alvath.
Oh no, dear, not you.
Oh, do I come and listen to what's being said?
No, you stay here and eat. You need to get your strength back up.
All right, I could do that.
I
Does he have
know
an
you
off
could.
switch on his stomach? Or does he just
No, he's an ogre.
Does he eat till he
Goldfish
throws up?
learned how to eat by watching ogres.
All right, who is going to be in the meeting?
I'll tag along.
Yeah. I feel like I probably need to be there.
At the very least, yeah, it should be Idric and at least one person as a bodyguard, just in case there's a fucking weirdo here that tries to make an attempt at my life, or make an attempt at anybody's life in that room.
Well, that's sort of why I'm going to be there.
Holly, you gonna be there too?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Ah, I could.
You could take Nibbles for a walk and go take a dump on her carriage.
Nibbles and I go in and just sit on the floor.
Saying you ate a treat if you ain't eat a treat from.
The nobleman will smile and nod at you, Holly. Good, you still have the rifle. Fantastic. My engineers are quite thrilled that you're putting that to good use.
By
Now-
the way, did not get the opportunity to thank you before. Your assistance was most helpful.
Ah, good. Because the entire trip, unfortunately, was a complete bust. We got nothing. But,
Lou.
yes.
Ostara walks over to him, gives him a very civil handshake. Very polite, and goes and sits down.
Wow, I'm glad Linwith isn't in the room. She probably would have fainted.
it wasn't for Linwood's benefit, I was doing it for.
I know. Well, since... Well, let's get right down to it. There are several people who are... There is a... how should I put this? Sorry. It's not... He wouldn't be like this. Lou's brain is kind of skipping tracks.
Fair enough.
What is that? Is he the Emperor?
Karl Franz?
Yes, he's the Emperor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The Emperor has put forth something that the person who actually can set up a foothold and bring back something of worth from the continent of Lustria is going to get a large reward. And of course, something, an increase to their status. There are several people who are working hard for this right now. I would love to be part of this. And these other merchant princes would love to put in money for it also. Unfortunately, of us, none of us own a ship. And I do understand that the ships that you have are, well, river boats, so they would not be something for an ocean. But we could pool resources and see about acquiring something. I've come to you because I've also heard the things that your group can do. I mean, you're the heroes of Altdorf, the champions of Karaberg.
Heroes of Altdorf?
Altdorf, excuse me.
Heroes?
The heroes of Altdorf.
There are people who sing your praises.
Oh, yes.
I wish for this to be done, this expedition to be done, and I would be more than thrilled to help in financing it if I can get you and your companions to assist.
I will have to do a meeting with my companions, but I think they will be pretty cordial about this.
There is... not that I've done a lot of thinking about it, but I do have a group set aside that would be assisting. And I could put in enough money that we hopefully could get 2, maybe 3 ships worth to send there.
Ooh, almost a fleet?
Meet with the rest of your... Wait. As I recall, you had an ogre companion. If that's the other person you wish to meet with, I strongly suggest just talking amongst the people that are here. I doubt he's going to be throwing much into that conversation. Though a great benefit he is going to be, this kind of planning I don't believe he would do well at.
Well, if we decide to go, he will definitely come with us. He likes to go with us and to most places. Actually, to all places. Now that I think about it, he's literally been with us everywhere since he joined us.
Someone of his stature and strength and all would be fantastic to have on such a thing. There are supposed great beasts out there. Now, I, for one, would love, if this happened, to be able to acquire certain beasts to bring back for the Imperial Zoo.
Have we brought anything back alive yet?
I don't do alive.
Yeah, we've not had much luck with living.
They want us to bring a Croxagore back.
That's what I was thinking.
Or, trying to think, what are the other big dinosaurs?
Oh, fuck, you would ask that.
Oh, shit. No, I shouldn't have said that. Because they have, like, stegodons and stuff.
Yes, they do have stegodons, and those are monstrous creatures.
I was going to say the Croxagore is
big.
probably about the biggest thing we could handle.
we need you to bring back a Dread Saurian.
Oof.
Let me find a picture of the Dread Saurian.
I was going to say, that's all right. I'll stay here and just impale myself on my own sword. It'll be quicker and less painful.
Yeah, that would.
And I might have a chance of surviving that.
Oh, okay, the total Warhammer image for it is perfect. Because there is an army of like 12 skinks on its back. This thing's about the size of the house. I don't think it'd be possible to bring that home.
No, those things are horrifying.
They're like one of the largest living creatures in the Warhammer Fantasy universe.
Yeah, Crocs is probably about the largest thing we could handle.
Yeah, those things are in amongst the gigantic carnivores section.
Mm-hmm.
The Dread Saurian.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, giants are bigger, of course, but I'm trying to think. What else is
Giants don't have the destructive power that these things do. Size monstrous. They have the basic one has 200 wounds.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Good lord.
No, thank you. I'm crazy.
A Dread
even on my
Saurian would
factory.
fucking annihilate Altdorf before
Ow.
before like succumbing to gunfire or anything.
The Dread Saurian roar requires other enormous or monstrous-sized predators to pass a difficult -10 cool test. If failed, the affected creature suffers from fear and must depart the area immediately. Prey or other smaller creatures, you guys, must pass a hard cool test to avoid fleeing in fear.
I was like, nope.
Yeah. And the Lustria tend to capture these things and keep them in temples and put armor on them.
Funny thing is, they can't even, like, it's hard to even control them. So, like...
Mm-hmm. Well, if you have to speak to your group, please do. And then we can arrange for a meeting. We all sit down and have a discussion about this. I will continue going forward to see if what I can do for ships, because I am going to do this. I would just like it better if all of you were with me, or all of you were part of this.
Oh, of course.
Do you know about how long you're going to take?
To discuss it with the team? You would discuss it with my team?
Yes. Katarina looks at him. It's winter time. Do you really wish to be sending ships out in the winter? Oh, there's that. Then I guess it would be a few months before all of us would start then. All right. Well, then we still have time to plan things. At least a few months.
Yes. We will probably have the answer for you of whether or not we're going tonight. If I can meet with my team.
Then I won't take up any more of your time. I will. Because there are other things that we still need to do. There it is. He looks at Katarina, smiles. Magnate. Yeah. Magnate. Magnate.
Magnate. Yeah.
Magnate.
Magnate. Katarina, if you would be so kind to join me, I have more things I need to discuss with you. Of course, Baron. I would love that. Heinrich, it's great seeing all of you again. I'm glad you made it back in one piece. She smiles, gives each of you a nod, looks at Ostara, gives a kind of half smirk at her.
Yes, it was nice to see you as well.
And Alfred will shuffle, showing them out the door.
Ostara glances up at her and just looks away.
All of you give me an intelligence roll.
Heck, I'm a...
Since Altdorf is here, I have to look for her.
My internet's just having a good old time. It's going...
Oh, one of those nights, huh?
Yeah. It's okay.
Allies. Where's Altdorf? Altdorf.
The members of the group are making it. I'm not going to bother re-rolling.
Is Lucky around?
Intelligence. Lucky is around. He is on the piano.
Okay, in which case we'll try re-rolling at least once.
One or two.
We'll try one. Of course. I'll try anyway.
I'll take 2.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Not me.
You rolled initiative, Tank.
Shut up.
And I rolled a 1 for Holly, so...
That's stupid.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, I'm not making this.
Are
And
you
sadly,
telling
that's one of
me...
the few abilities I cannot put points into.
Are you telling me that Ostara isn't more intelligent than Altdorf?
Ouch.
Wow, really? Yeah. She's
That's
straight
one of the
smart.
few I can't put stats into that. I can't put points into intelligence.
I know, that's the sad thing, is if it's not a class thing, you can't put points into it unless you somehow...
Yeah, I don't see you switching off of War Dancer for any reason, so...
Yeah.
Not anytime soon, no.
Of course, now for him to go from what he's... Well, it's like you. You know, he's going to need 20s and all his stuff to be able to move on to the next one, so...
Alright, I'm trying again.
1 or 2?
2.
Jeez.
Lucky is not liking you today.
Meow. An orange cat, so...
Just a cat being catty.
Yep.
Titty tat.
Come on, roll.
Lucky's just mad because Lucky knows that you're going to be stealing his space by the fireplace.
Did you tell it to roll?
Yeah.
I did. Okay, there you go.
There you go at that time. We'll take a 2 on that.
I see Altdorf having, like, Let me see.
Yeah, fuck him.
I mean,
Hate you, Lucky.
Lucky is not with y'all tonight.
Just take the whole bag with you.
Yeah, I see. If
Anyways.
wisdom were a thing, that's what Altdorf would have.
Yeah.
It's on, Marcus. It's on the door.
Hit it again.
Intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad.
Charisma is making people put it in one anyway, or convincing them to put it in it anyway.
That's what she said.
On the door, dingus. You should just grab mine.
We couldn't find yours, Lou.
She told him to put a tomato in the fruit salad? Jeez. She's a boring lady.
All right. So it didn't show you rolling again, Holly. So
It's right there. It's a 23.
There you go, popped up.
oh, it just showed up on mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine
It
too.
was really delayed.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
that one took bloody forever to come through.
All right. Idric and Gwen and Albath.
Succeeded.
So it looks like everybody. When you guys left, the note that you had from Katarina was Scion Katarina. He just
No, she's magnate.
Yep. And for the so that you guys made the intelligence rolls. That is going from a tier 1 noble. The magnate is a tier 3 noble.
Man, she's fucking her way up the ladder, ain't she?
She's got some dirt on somebody or something.
Or enough of the competition got waylaid by a bomb.
Well, that too.
You know, it's like they say in the one ice planet in Mass Effect 1. The fastest way up the corporate ladder is to bump off the guy above you.
Novaria.
I was gonna say Novaria, but I'm like, that's not right.
No, Novaria. I think, it's Novaria.
Yeah.
That's one of the best parts of Mass Effect 1, by the way. I love Novaria.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I still think it is disturbing. The first time I actually played it, I had a glitch in the game where Ashley was stuck in a crouch position when I spawned on the train with her face in Shepard's crotch, and her spawn in quote was "Nobody lick any poles." I'm like, no game, no.
Were you playing as Fem Shep?
No.
Okay.
Damson will come in, set coffees or warm drinks down for people, and little after dinner snacks.
Ooh, snacks.
Oh, I see that the dragon lady has left. It's a shame I didn't get to speak with her.
Yes, I can tell you're heartbroken.
So I am.
Careful, she's a magnate now.
Great, so she sticks to things. That's fantastic. And are you telling me that that's what I that woman's a noble?
Oh, she's been a noble.
Oh, for the love of God!
Well,
So I
not
have
for
to
Did
be-
we see her last time?
I'll have to be polite to her when she comes in. You know what? I will send Alfred to take care of her. How about that?
probably a smart career move.
Probably not for him.
Well, he doesn't have much time left in his career, given his advanced
Oh,
How?
that's awfully mean. I mean, you could blow yourself up at any moment, couldn't you? So he
Sure.
probably could live longer than you.
Oh, I'm just assuming he's going to be retiring soon.
Yes, of course. He's retired. Is there anything else that you need from me, Master Adric?
What was that? Sorry, I dissociated so fucking bad there. What's up?
Is there anything else that you need from me? I'm going to be retiring and scrubbing someone down with a fine, fine wool brush.
It's fine.
TMI.
I mean, yeah, you go do your thing.
Well, thank you. Do my thing. I'm sure I'll tell him that. Yeah, of course. Have a good night, all of you. And she goes, heading off. Linworth will look in. Take it she's gone now.
Yeah.
All right, so is everybody here?
Do you want me to go get Murkoch?
Sure.
All right. Mara will come in and sit down. After a few minutes, Linworth comes walking in with Murkoch, and he's got little David wrapped in a towel.
Of course he does.
Is little David all right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Miss Damson wraps him up so he wouldn't get a chew.
Damson's just wonderful, isn't she?
I walk over and give little David a scratch behind the ear.
She said because he was all wet, he needed to be wrapped up tight so he didn't get a chew.
So, everybody, I have a proposal to make.
I'm sorry, Idric, but you're not my type.
Oh, Gwen. So, I was just given the opportunity for us to travel to Lustria, all expenses paid, to retrieve something from there. We don't know exactly what they want yet. From the clues that I gathered, they want to capture a beast for the Imperial Zoo, and they are offering wealth beyond what we have here for doing so. And even a chance for us to, well, I guess me to rise to nobility. I'll be frank about that. And of course, you all will get the benefits of such a thing when when we return.
Well, you know me.
You could always just marry into nobility.
But that wouldn't be as fun, would it?
You know me. I'm always up for a new adventure.
I don't know. We could wedding planning would be fun, right? Nobody would just go like, eek.
I call dibs on doing the fireworks.
Linworth kind of looks at you. So you're talking about being on a ship?
Yes, we will be on a ship for... Oh my goodness, how long would that take? I have to think about that.
Months.
Yeah, it'd take a few months. Yeah, big minimum. Yes, we would be at sea for a few months to get to Lustria, and also on the way back.
Okay, now the question is, would everything be on fire by the time we get back?
I mean, that seems to happen a lot anyways.
And it's usually not my fault.
Very true.
So, any thoughts? Anyone? Before we do a vote?
I like riding on the boats. It's fun.
He might not say that after being on a boat for like 2-3 months.
I'm bored! I want this boat already, and they won't let me jump to the other ones. No, Murkoch, you can't jump to the other boat.
So, any thoughts before, maybe, you know, besides Murgor? Murgor's already given his thoughts.
Will I be permitted to set things on fire?
Probably not a good idea while we're at sea, unless we get attacked by a sea monster, of course.
I'm not referring to at sea. I mean when we're in Lustria.
I hear there's a lot of jungles there. So I don't know.
Keep the fancy spells to a minimum. Roger. That's all I need.
Looks at you. I've got a couple of questions before I make my decision on this.
Sure.
what do we do with, and she points back behind her, pointing back to the other room, with all of them.
Ooh.
And how soon before we leave? I mean, it is, I'm not a sailor, but it's winter. I believe the sailing during this time would not be comfortable.
Oh, we'll be leaving in the spring. Don't worry. They already brought that up.
And as far as the young wood elves go, they will be trained up over the course of the winter, and perhaps they will travel with us when we leave.
Around what month is it? Did winter just start?
No, you guys are you're probably about a month into winter now.
Okay.
So about 2 months.
Yeah, so we'll have about 2 to 3 months to prepare. They'll give us a date of when we're going to leave. Probably soon after I give them our answer. Any other thoughts?
Would I be allowed to bring a staff blacksmith?
Sure.
Amara just kind of smirks. Yes, staff blacksmith, of course.
Assuming I could talk him into it.
You're like, boat? Why am I on a boat? Oh God, get me off the boat.
If the young wood elves do not wish to go, I think I can think of things for them to do here while we're gone.
Oh, yes.
I look over at Astera. Now, you're not going to be distracting him from his work with too many extracurricular activities, are you?
I thought that was his work.
That's
Yeah, the
his
rest of his
side
hobbies.
job.
Anyone else?
Like, okay, so we're doing this for money?
Lots of
Or-
money.
We're not just doing this for money.
Is
We're
she-
doing it for a shitload of money.
I was gonna say, it sounds like she's trying to get rid of us for a little while.
Could be.
So the timing is very suspicious.
Meh. We have time to do some nosing around.
The thing is, she did little talking about it. It was the noble that did, or it was the baron that did most of the talking.
Yeah, I assume that she only has like a financial stake in it. I don't think I don't think it's like she's like hands-on.
Yeah, I just worry about the state of the town, considering how much chaos we keep uncovering. It's just like...
Well, maybe with us not around, it'll stay hidden.
That is true.
I mean, there's chaos everywhere. It's just sometimes it's our problem, sometimes it's not our problem.
Lindenworth will shrug. Right. I guess I would be okay with this.
I'm assuming you would want to go as well, Murgor?
Oh, are you supposed to go, right?
I'll take that as a yes. Everyone else?
I'm in.
Skeptical,
Yeah.
but yes.
Amara will shrug. It all depends on what the college says, but it would be a great learning experience.
Make sure you mention that when you put in your request.
I plan to.
If I remember correctly, this is where our ancestors come from as well. Am I right about that? Fuck, am I an idiot?
Well, Yes.
I honestly don't remember. When they put in the lizard men and Lustria and all of that is when I started checking out of the game anyway. Not because I wanted to, but because it was getting too bloody expensive.
Isn't that the fucking truth?
Plastic crack.
Fine dwarven crap.
And then the elves were not originally from there, but there are... the elves tried to make trade with the lizard men. Like, super early.
I'm gonna take a tinkle break.
Like, but like, I say the high elves. I'm talking about the elves before the split.
Yeah, so it's been a while. Honestly, if we really wanted to have fun, we could just set up a kettle corn dealership and rent out seats to watch the fight between the Lustrians and the Skaven.
Isn't that the damn truth?
I'll buy 799 gold worth of kettle corn.
Like, so what happens? Well, basically, both of them try to outproduce the other and just kill as many of their enemies as they can.
That's so fucking racist. Oh my god. I'm reading of the different people that have lived in Lustria, and oh my god, I can't show that on stream. The pygmies.
No, you cannot.
I'm not showing that. No. There's a single picture of it from one of the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay books from back in the day, and I'm not showing that. That is a very racist caricature.
Yeah.
When the stream is over, you can go ahead and show that, because Marcus showed that to me, and I'm just like,
yeah, it's like, oof.
They have minis?
Yeah. Yes, Games Workshop. Yeah. So yeah. More Gurgle, you know.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll go. I mean, I like being on the boats. It would be fun. I'll take no David sailing. Can we get him a sailor outfit? Is he okay if we make him look like a pirate, or would that be bad?
I'll see what we can find for him.
All right.
Content warning. This gallery contains images that are based on racist stereotypes. What the fuck? I can't believe that's on a Warhammer wiki.
Believe it.
Anyways.
All right. What were you going to say, Dave?
Altrath will look over to Idric and say, I trust your judgment on this. I will follow you if this is the action you decide to take. If you will excuse me, I have something I need to take care of before we finalize anything else. And he will leave the room.
Alright. So, who hasn't said anything yet? I think that's everybody.
What about Albeth?
I will not be going. Someone has to stay here and keep this all running. Unfortunately,
of course,
with what I do, I have good people working for me. I don't trust them to keep things running in the way I like it.
Yeah, I'm not even posting.
Translation, good help is hard to find.
Yep. And, you know, she's technically running her business and Ultras Idric when Idric's not here too, so.
Of course, it's understandable. And, of course, there's no way Mouse is coming with us, so. I'd rather him be here anyways.
From underneath the piano. Damn it.
A little shit.
Sorry, sir.
You can come with us if you want.
No, sir. I would rather not be on a boat. But yeah, thanks for the thought. I appreciate it, sir.
And not asking Damson. No, she's fucking stupid. This house would be like a pile of rubble when I come back if Damson fucking went with us.
Plus,
Yeah.
this place is her castle. She much like Altdorf would not trust her business in her underlings' hands. Damson would not trust the rest of the staff to keep this place running.
Nope.
Actually, we don't need broker if we're gonna bring Jar with us.
The question would be, would Damson even let broker go?
No, probably not. I guess the only person we have left to ask is Jar. Is he with us?
No.
Or is he,
He's not in. He's not in here.
Although broker would be valuable, I think that Jar's talents are and will be invaluable, even if it will be quite a shock to go all the way to Lustria.
We're going,
Alright,
well.
I'll go talk to him. And
dwarves aren't very good with the water anyways. I don't want to fucking hear anybody say any bullshit about anytime Idric talks about dwarves, I gotta like preface it with, I don't want to fuck them.
That was
Because you haven't had any bugmans yet.
I think I could think of maybe one time in all of like dwarf fiction and Warhammer Fantasy fiction where there were dwarves on a boat.
Dwarf fiction.
Not counting like Man of War. And even then, Man of War, there's not very many dwarf units.
Well, let's face it. When they go to war, when they go to sea, they hell, even their boats are armored to the gills.
Mm-hmm.
The unsinkable.
They're also very expensive boats, and that's why they.
They're bloody ironclads.
Yeah, they're like modern battleships almost in like a fantasy era. It's kind of funny.
So the basic Karak, that's a basic ship, is about 550 gold crowns. A great ship is 3,500. A war galley is 600.
Good God, we could each afford what, 2 ships apiece if we didn't go for the big one?
What's the big one?
3,500.
3,500.
It's a great ship.
I could almost afford it. That's silly.
Now, if we pooled our money, we could definitely get one and still have a flotilla of smaller ships to go with it.
Crew of 90.
It's tempting. We could be more comfortable.
I mean, you've got 3 other merchant princes who are
Dude, we gotta show them up.
going. They're putting money into this. Conarina says that she's putting money into this. The Baron is putting money into this. So
we could buy a ship of our own.
I'm willing to throw in 500 towards it.
We could buy a ship of our own and show them up. Although, to be fair, there are people that are putting money into this that are more rich than we are.
And
yes,
we
but
will
are they
also
crazy
pay for
enough?
the crew.
what was that, Holly?
And we would also have to pay for the crew.
Yeah, that's where the real expense would come in.
We have an army of stevedores.
Alright, are you going to shut down your...
Shit,
One,
you're
you've
right.
got 90 of them. 2, are you going to shut down your entire business while you're gone?
Shit, you're right. Yeah. I can't just... Yeah, you're right. We deserve a big ship, but you're right.
Baby steps. We'll get there.
We could get a few stevedores, you know.
I mean, you could always, and this is just Lou. Actually, this would be Amara. you could always. I mean, you are a talker. You could always see if others would invest in you.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I mean, that's what they're doing. You might find others who would be willing to invest in you, who might be willing to give more as far as being able to afford a different ship. You might be able to speak to someone who has a ship like that. So I'm not sure where great ships are.
Well, there would definitely be some in Altdorf, but them being for sale is a different story.
I wonder if the Graven would be interested in assisting us.
Oh shit, that's a good point. Graven's richer than all these fuckers.
Amara just looks at you, and so does Linwith. I forgot that you had been traveling with her.
I was a champion for a short time.
She would be able to put in more money than the Baron would.
I drink with your permission. I will send word to her.
Oh, yes, of course.
I think we may have found a potential backer.
I gotta go talk to Jar. And I will get up and leave the room. I thought Altdorf left the room. I just remembered that.
Well, apparently I hadn't left yet.
Or you already share what you're doing.
I was going to say, once they started talking about potential contacts, he would have said, wait a minute, I know somebody.
Yeah, you'd be like, you hear just, wait? And you just turn around like, aha.
Slowly I turn.
Linwith's like, I will go speak to the children.
Alright guys, we're leaving you.
They're going to, we're going to be putting them through some rigorous training for the next few months to get them ready for whatever ends up working out.
It will definitely be interesting. If you excuse me, I believe if you have more, just holler at me. I'm going to continue. I need to go speak with them. See if they're going to be willing to do this also.
Of course.
I cannot believe I'm going to be on a ship with all of you.
I just laugh at her.
Amara just kind of smiles and rubs her hands. I need to head back to the college.
I have a letter to compose and some people to go see afterwards.
I call after Linwith. Hey, if Jar doesn't come, roomies!
So we're all in agreement then. Although we still have to bring it up with Jar.
Oh yeah, I said I was leaving already.
Yep.
I got a boat.
Shit, Murgor could buy a boat.
You have a boat, Murgork?
As long as he shows up as long as he shows up and he brings money instead of rocks.
I does. Hold on. And he goes, heading out of the room. He'll come back about 5 minutes later with 3 wooden boats and set them down. Damson
I'm kind of sorry I missed that.
Damson says that I was too bored while she was trying to scrub me, so she bought me boats. She says that's a great ship. That's a Bretonian galley, and that's a wolf ship. I got 3, but I got these boats, and I got more than one.
Yeah, the boat we'll be on will be a lot bigger than these.
I hope so. I don't fit very well in those.
I look at them, look at little David. Maybe he could ride on one of them.
No, AED, he's too big for them too.
Mm.
I tried, and Damson yelled at me. Sometimes I see Damson as the innkeeper from Muppets Treasure Island.
Who's gonna
I
clean all
heard that!
this up?
How did she do that?
Which that's actually what I'm gonna. Well, not that in particular, but I'm gonna be taking over the first half of the Wednesday night watch party, and we're gonna be watching Muppet Classic Theater.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I finally found it after almost 20 years of looking.
It is 9:30. I know where certain people are going to go and who they're going to speak with. And I was going to say we have a time jump, but there is. I think there's still people for y'all to talk to, so.
Yeah.
So we will go ahead and say 100 experience for the session.
Ooh.
100.
I should put that in, make sure before I forget.
Session 45.
45.
100. I'm going to find a better place for this microphone cable.
And yeah, I have enjoyed it.
Yes. I love you all. I'll see y'all next time.
I have been waiting to let people know that that's what Damson has been doing with Murgork's finances.
You literally made me cry laughing. So, yeah, I think it worked. Yes. Anyways, love you guys. See y'all next time. Bye.